Britannia.
Don't be sorry. It's my mental throne. Hey, don't look so sad. Yeah, I know the world is going mad.
You want civil war, but you lack conviction.
Okay, we'll vote for Starmer.
You never been intimidated by something you haven't done. You got me, you got you, don't feel alone, never feel it's just you. It's not just you, it's not just you. Or a clever trick of the mind, but it's not just you. We have an army, it's not all the way, we are the people. And we
Commander Watt, but don't be a cunt.
We have a heart, we have a head.
Kill everyone on the
I'm
bridge.
having a ball.
They make a course correction for
You, Mr. Rascal.
My name is Owen Jones, a renowned drama queen, pseudo-intellectual and champagne socialist.
Marxist shites with blood on their hands. 100 live there, but for them it's okay. They went to uni, studied home economics. Yeah, that will save the day. They will say we never heard a fly, and you can't call it a lie. They never laid a hand, they never took the land. They just let the people starve in a slave state. The late others who got to work too late. Utopia. Utopia. The prison for the mind. An excuse to make slaves. Utopia. A fictitious state. Freedom enforced.
Good morning everybody, my name's Tom Fury, this is Zero News. Welcome to my small but ever growing podcast. It's been literally 5 years since I said those words. I used to say them when I first started building my podcast up. I don't know if we're going to get anyone on this morning, with it being a new podcast and a bit earlier. But I did say to you that I would try and get on a little bit earlier when health is up to it, and especially more towards summer, because I know that during the time that I do it, sort of alienates the Australians and Australian girls that come on. So as we go forward, I do want to try and make it a little bit earlier, but at the moment I'm saying between 11 and 12:30 because that's generally speaking when I've managed to get things all together and that, but I am going to try and move it to an earlier slot anyway. And that's if they girls, if you see this, are you actually on this channel? I just want to check, because that's what I feel guilty about. There's no, today I'm streaming to get her. X is still a problem on with this, but I'm streaming to get her, but there's no more streaming to the old Zero News, which gives me a pang of guilt because of the people that are still hanging on there, but I've done everything short of dragging them over, so it's really up to people now. There's nothing more I can do. I cannot afford to waste another slot on Prism or anything else. Keep broadcasting to a dead channel. So I've done everything I can do. But I am cancelling Prison in a couple of days' time, but probably going to get it again because I might get another phone. Anyway, all the preamble out the way. And it just, by the way, if I do preamble like that, part of it is just to get my thoughts in order. Part of it is because I know it takes a little while for people to come on, be aware of lives, especially when I haven't planned it in advance. So that is why I do what I do. Today's a bit of a delicate one because I don't want to call anyone out or anything like that, and that's really not where I'm going. Oh, gee, that was close. It's very, very wet where I am. Captain, is it Benjin? Oh, I'm going to get it wrong now. I just called him Captain, it's simple. The first day that we spoke, and this was the confusion yesterday, the first day that we spoke, he mentioned about when I said, please follow me, please give me a sub. He said, I will, but I will if you're not one of these people that goes out and... Basically what I realised what he meant was, you're not one of these agitators, are you? The people that, and we won't name any names, but the people that go out, confront the police aggressively, and whether it's right or wrong for the police to do what they do, they've been entrapped by the podcaster. They've been put in the position that, yes, maybe they should or shouldn't react to the way they did, but it's entrapment, and it's agitation. And so we were on the same page. Well, this carries on from that. This is a kind of warning to those that would listen. So you've got Danny Tomo doing his thing in France. I got my mic on today, so you shouldn't be hearing too much wind, but let me know if you are. Got Danny Tomo doing his thing in France, right? I'm not slagging it. I don't know. I'm not there. I don't know what he's doing. And you've got Nick Tenkoni that happens to be in... So this is the thing. This is what I'm going to call out. Simply because if you're going to keep a secret, then keep a secret. The best kept secret is the one you don't tell. So Nick Tenkoni's there, getting arrested at exactly the same time. Danny Tomo's going on about their secret third member. Twice I've seen them arrested at exactly the same time, exactly the same night, in exactly the same country, doing exactly the same job. If they're trying to hide the fact that they're working together, they're doing a terrible job of it. And this leads me on to a whole bunch of things that need to be addressed about it. Now again, what they're doing could be a real positive. If they can prove, if they can film and prove what the French are doing, brilliant. If we can have people looking over our coastline and looking over the French coastline and reporting these people, reporting their activities, reporting people who try and aid and abet these people, reporting the authorities themselves and showing the authorities themselves if they don't turn up or if they do something they shouldn't. 100% on board with that. Now remember something, 5 years ago, 5.5 years ago, 5.5 years ago, myself and a couple of other guys, you know, Active Patriot being one of them, hey, Active Patriot being one of them, come on. We went down to a place called Pet Level. Not somewhere between where I am now and Dover. Go. And there was, the reason we went there is because it was well known that migrants went in there. Now, we all went with a different plan. I'm not going to knock anybody, right? Nobody didn't understand, what do you call it? Countrysides, beach towns. Active was good at what he did. And me, I kind of knew the beach towns and stuff like that, but there was other stuff I didn't know. And I was a bit wet behind the ears with. So we went to this seaside town, stuck a tents up in place we knew it was the only place we could really stick them, which meant other people would have tried the same thing. So the first thing you've done is in a town of maybe 250 to 500 people, you've set tents up in a place where you can't, you've just upset all the locals instantly. Because if you think then a seaside place that locals won't notice that you just put a tent up, think again. The people that don't see it will know it by that night because the information would have been passed around. Everybody will know you're there by that night. So any element of surprise you've got is gone. If you're going to go, unfortunately, guess what? You're probably best not taking any cover with you whatsoever. You're going to have to sit it out in the cold. Here's the other thing. And I saw a post by Nick Tenkoni saying, and again, I'm not having a go at anybody. It may just be the language used. But my bigger concern, because they're big boys, they can look after themselves. My bigger concern is that patriots want to do the right thing and they copycat these people and they don't know the truths behind certain things. So for the few people that listen to me and few people that might share this out, I want you to understand from our experience, not what I think, not opinion, experience, what we found out and why some of the language coming out there has been wrong. And again, why I keep saying you got a secret third man who keeps getting arrested in exactly the same country, exactly the same time as the rest of you, well, I do it. So let's have a look at what they've done. So they've taken pictures of themselves in uniforms for a start, and they are uniforms. And the first thing you've got to ask yourself is, are you there to look good in your uniform, or are you there to be covert, and are you there to try and provide a service? It seemed to me that they were too busy posting pictures of themselves in uniforms on X. So you've instantly put yourself on the radar because you said you're gonna deal with the boats. Now you're wearing a uniform. So you've already put yourself on the radar. That's a fail. That's a massive fail. Yeah, and if we're going to put a tick in the next column, that's a massive fail straight away. As I said, the hiding of the third man, Nick Tenconi, it's so obvious he's the third man that it's not even like an NWO storyline from WCW years ago. It's worse. Like they've hidden it worse than wrestling does. So that's another cross. But the other thing as well is Nick Tenconi said, we were there to confront the migrants coming in. That's very important language, because that's when we start going into the agitator territory, and we'll come to why in a second. And they've sort of made a big deal out of the fact they got arrested every night. Well, yeah, when you dress up in uniform and you announce ahead of time that you're going to stop the boats, guess what? You just turn yourself into a militia and you're going to get arrested. That's how it works. And how someone like Nick Tenconi is as smart as he is, how any of these people could have been so stupid as to not know this, is to make uniforms before finding this out, is beyond me. Here's the next thing. So not only do they get the uniforms on, not only do they announce what they're going to do ahead of time, because they need the credit, but then on top of that, they announce that they live stream it. So they give the location away, and they let everybody know where they are, what they're doing. There's nothing left to the imagination. Now I've got my own, hope that wind's not getting too bad in the way, I'm trying to protect myself from it. I've got my own ideas as to what's really going on, but anything I can't prove, I'm not going to say. So this is what I will say. If you go and do what they're